Spending a few minutes with Coach Jonathan Beverly, the head football coach and athletic director at Childersburg High School, home of the Tigers. And Coach, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Big matchup tonight, a big region game at home against the Munford Lions.
Yes, sir. Big game. Right now, they're sitting in first place in our region. We're sitting at fourth with a one-game lead over fifth place with 2 games to go. So, big game for us tonight. A win would go a long way in securing a playoff berth for us.
Munford's an outstanding football team.
Absolutely. Coach Smith does a great job there. And in my opinion, one of the top 5 4A programs in the state. And, we could go a long way in showing just how far we've come by playing well tonight.
Munford with a well-rounded football team, playoff experience, and they come to Childersburg tonight, take on the Childersburg Tigers. Practice so far this week?
It's been a really good week. Monday and Tuesday were really good work days for us. We kind of pulled back Wednesday to get our legs back under us, but thought we had 3 really good days, and of course Thursday is just a walk-through practice, but I feel like our focus is there. And one of the things I challenged our kids with yesterday was just finish the week. We've had a good week. Finish now. You get to Friday, now put everything together and finish the week off the right way.
You've seen tape of Munford, and you see some of the skilled position players that they've got. And a lot of times you start with the quarterback, and they've got a good one up there at Munford.
They really do. He does a great job distributing the football. They don't turn the football over a lot. He makes really good decisions with the ball. And so really our challenge defensively is putting them in a situation where we can try to force him to make a bad decision with the football. They're explosive on offense, and he leads the way. And he does a good job of not wanting to make every play himself, but distributing the football and allowing other guys to make plays.
Well, this Munford team is just one of the teams in this particular region that is capable of running the table and winning the playoffs in Class 4A. You've got Munford tonight. You got Dadeville next week. This game tonight is a need to win, but not necessarily a backbreaker if you don't happen to win.
It's a need to win. That's a really good way to put it. Probably the best way I've heard all week. It's a need to win game. Like you said, it doesn't break our back. If we don't come out on top. However, we've taken a one game at a time. Mantra these last few weeks, and so it's a need to win game. It's a game that, in all likelihood, with a win, puts us in. We've got a 1-game lead, like I said, over Dadeville right now, with 2 games to go. So. A win tonight would go a long way. And then, really the majority of the scenarios right now put us still having to play Dadeville to get in because, we win tonight and they win tonight. They're still just 1 game behind. So, again, we're taking it 1 game at a time, but a win tonight goes a long way.
Look at the first 7 games. This is week 8 of the high school football season. How has this Childersburg team progressed?
Tremendously. From week 0 to now, we've grown a lot, especially if you just look at some of our players, especially some of our sophomores and juniors who didn't have a lot of varsity experience from week 0 to now, guys that are making plays that they weren't making 7 weeks ago, guys that are practicing in a way that they weren't practicing 7 weeks ago. So the growth has been tremendous. But it didn't just start week 0. It goes all the way back to January. It goes all the way back even to the end of last season, the way we ended our season last year. And I just, it's obvious when you walk around our field house, when you watch us practice, when you watch us prepare that, we are, again, just exponentially better than we were. And I told people at the beginning of the year, I didn't know how to quantify that in wins and losses. But I knew that we would get to this point. A year ago, we didn't have a chance to be where we are.
You took over a football team that was kind of struggling, to say the least.
Yes, it was a program that was struggling. It was a program that needed to find some direction. And I'm not going to take all the credit for it. We've got great kids. We've got a great community. We've got a great administration. So we've got a lot of pieces of the puzzle that were already in place. Really, I just wanted to give our kids an opportunity to dream within a vision. And so they've done that. They've taken it. They've run with it. And, the majority of the credit goes to the kids for being able to pick something up, embrace it, and say, hey, we're going to move things forward, and we're going to tackle the task ahead, and we're going to build this thing the right way.
Childersburg must stay ahead of the change tonight to keep this powerful Munford offense off the field. Your offense is going to have to be proactive tonight.
We are. 3 and outs will not get it done tonight, and that's one of the things we talked about with our weekly coaches meeting and preparing for tonight's game. You can't go 3 and out. You can't take 45 seconds off the clock and give them the ball back. We've got to have sustained drives, and we've got to have drives that are productive, and obviously. It doesn't mean scoring every drive. That'd be nice. You'd score 90 points if you did. But what it means is, hey, when you've got an opportunity to punch it in, go ahead and punch it in. But maybe it means take 6 minutes off the clock, punt, and pin them deep so that you can win field position on the next drive. And so we feel like we've got an opportunity to score some points tonight, and we've got an opportunity to get some key stops. But field position is going to be huge, and time of possession is going to be huge. When you're playing somebody that's explosive, time of possession is a really big deal. You've
got some skilled players, both in the backfield and wideouts and a quarterback that have played well most of the year.
They have. Jalen Kidd has done a great job for us, and we've got a couple of packages where he's doing a couple of things different this week. Takari Kennebrew and Isaiah Jones at wide receiver have done a phenomenal job. In our backfield, again, we've done things by committee, but all of our tailbacks have carried the ball well at some point of the year. So we've got a lot of confidence in those guys. Offensive line and defensive line wise, we're getting a lot better week in and week out. So we've got a lot more confidence in those guys as well.
Well, we need a big crowd. We need some butts in the seat tonight at Childersburg for Childersburg and the Munford Lions. And Munford will bring a big crowd, and Childersburg needs to have a big crowd there too.
Absolutely. We absolutely need everybody out tonight. They're going to bring a big crowd because they're in a position, they're competing for a region championship. And we're in a position where we're competing to get into the playoffs and competing for a 3 seed, which is a lot better than a 4 seed. So, we need, and we've got a great community, and our community supports us. So we need tonight to be no different than any other night where they come out and support us.
All right, Coach, thanks for being with us this morning, and we will have Childersburg and Munford live from John Cox Stadium tonight. Coach Jonathan Beverly, head football coach and athletic director at Childersburg High School. More Daybreak after this.